Where'd you eat last night?
Wagyu.
What was the place called, though? Oh, you
Porch
can't.
and Parlor. Porch and Parlor. Downtown Memphis. Midtown Memphis. It's good. I think my favorite part was probably they let you choose the knife or whatever, that whole deal. And they had like a giant like butcher's cleaver that you could choose. And so I basically was eating these tiny pieces of Wagyu with this giant butcher's cleaver when I was cutting it. Yeah. So
That's elite.
I really enjoyed that.
Reminds me of Outback Steakhouse.
No rules, just right.
No wrongs, just right. Have it your way.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Thanks for the invite, by the way.
Yeah, well, anytime you want to come to Memphis, there's plenty of room.
This game is tough tonight.
I like it.
I think it's going to be hard to. Yeah, I think it's going to be a tough win. Where do you have the score right now?
Monday was the score. Shit. 20-14.
Let me see. What do I have in SaberSim? Shout out to SaberSim, our partner. I have it 2016. I was way lower. I have it Denver. Yeah.
Yeah, Denver.
I had it way lower on the New Orleans side. Then I started convincing myself that some of these rookies are going to step up.
They're cheap, and you don't really need the salary, but it's a way to get unique, sort of, I guess. It's like Cortland Sutton is so overpriced that it's hard to like. How do you take Cortland Sutton at utility over Knicks or Rattler? Like, I don't.
Mark, I said before I got on here, I did about an hour and a half of work on this. I listened to a lot of what John Gruden was saying, which is sometimes helpful. The shtick is a little overplayed, but he's actually very informative. This all comes down to Cortland Sutton, what he does, because either he is everything or he's absolutely nothing, and there's no in between. His price on this slate is insane. When the offense for both teams, you can go through anyone. Vele, it could go through Estime, it could go through Williams, it could go through Humphrey, it could go through one of these Krull, one of the tight end. I don't know. They're not going to score many touchdowns. Cortland Sutton has to get a touchdown.
I don't think he does.
Yeah.
No, I would much rather play Javonte Williams.
Yeah, a 15 floor.
Yeah, my initial runs were what I'm thinking here, like just as from a base level, is like because you don't need the salary, just lock Kamara at captain, play no floor, force one quarterback, and just roll it.
Yeah, I think Cortland Sutton's ceiling, with or without a touchdown, is probably 11-14.
I just don't. Bo Nix is not there where he's going to get the ball a ton.
Listen, the injury report for New Orleans is insane. I think their entire offensive line is hurt virtually. They're down to their third. They had to get a center off waivers off the practice squad from the Jets. So, but the thing is, Denver is also on a short week coming across country. It is Sean Payton homecoming. It is Drew Brees night. But Bo Nix is not. Sutton's not going 7 for 90.
Yeah, I'm not quite a believer in Bo Nix. I will say this about Rattler. They scored last week. Tampa's one of the worst defenses in the league, but they scored.
Got 220 yards passing in his first game.
Yeah. He was fine. It wasn't his fault they lost.
Yeah, so I'm glad we agree. We agree on score. Hell, New Orleans could maybe steal it, but it's going to be kind of ugly. So starting the Denver side,
I'm heavy on Denver to win, just because of New Orleans' line situation combined with the strength of Denver's defense. We've watched Denver shut down the Bucks. We've watched Denver shut down the Jets on the road.
Yeah.
Denver's defense is decent to good, probably good, and New Orleans is just so gutted with injuries. It's going to take a lot out of Kamara. This is definitely a game where I see Kamara getting like 12 catches for like 80 yards. Like that's, like no yards, but like a ton of catches. And he's scoring anything.
One of the things Gruden said is that, Sean Payton going back to New Orleans, he knows a lot about New Orleans. He's just a very good coach. And he said there's probably going to be some surprises in this game, and they're going to test their young players to see what they've got. And specifically, he keyed on Kendre Miller for New Orleans, who's coming back this week, or he hasn't played much, or he hasn't played at all.
I think he's been hurt.
Because I noticed his projection was about 3.
It's pretty low.
Yeah, it's about 30 yards, but I think the offense is going to go through Miller and Kamara, and the interesting ones for me are Juwan Johnson, who's expensive, Foster Moreau, who scores.
They jacked Juwan Johnson's price after we used him so much last time.
What's that?
Last game that we had the Saints in a standalone. Juwan Johnson was like real cheap, and we played him like 50%, and then now he's $1 zillion.
Yes, he is $1 zillion. In fact, I forget what that was. Was it
Kansas City?
Kansas City. Yeah, he's $2,200. Now he's 7,000 freaking American dollars.
Yeah.
Yeah. Juwan Johnson may get Cortland Sutton on this slate.
Yeah. What is the prices all for everybody on this slate make sense except for Juwan Johnson, Cortland Sutton, and Jaleel McLaughlin. What are those prices? They just like tacked on 3,000 to what they should be.
Yeah. Yeah. Because the offense is so beat up, they just had to make shit up. The one guy that did have a good week last week was Means. Is there an NHL show today? There's not an NHL show today. I'll tell you this. We plan to do a members only show, and Grande Antonio, Big T, is going to join it to show how he hand builds from our content in NHL. But it's going to show how we're using SaberSim to build NHL lineups. There is, Mark. Do you know there's a huge contest for Election Day for NHL? The 555. I'm hearing from well-sourced that it is going to could be as much as $750K on DraftKings.
As the NHL guru at DraftKings, and at RPS, I could give some NHL picks out on the show if people really so desire.
Yes.
So we can do that at the end.
Okay. Did you pick the Leafs last night to smash the Kings?
The over was the second biggest bet I had.
Well, never mind, because you have a future on the Leafs, so we're riding together.
We're riding with the Leafs. Yeah. I do like them a lot. Them and Edmonton. Edmonton's had less of a hot start, but last year Edmonton's start was terrible too. Yeah. And they were one game out, so I think this is the year Canada gets it done. I really do.
Yep. JBC been crushing NHL. There's your guy, Mitch. Thank you, Mitch.
NHL is a large profit driver for me in betting.
There you go. Thank you, Mitch. Thank you for the contribution to the show. Appreciate you, Mitch. Back to this game. So, yeah, the Fates 5-1 Saints builds.
I'm only playing 4-2s and 3-3s.
I'd probably fade the 5-1 Saints builds. Maybe not.
How much does the Broncos have to win by to get, like, there aren't going to be enough points scored?
Yeah.
I don't think. Because, like, I think it's going to go under 37.
And I think, Mark, I don't know what your floor is tonight, but I think you got to lower it.
That's what I'm saying. I think I'm going 0 floor, lock Kamara captain, force 1 Rattler Knicks, and that's it. Only rules.
Yeah, because Estime, the other guy that
is it Estime or is it Esteem or is it Estime?
It's Estime.
Is it?
You can say what you want. You want to say Estime? Do it.
I like Estime better.
Okay, we'll call him Estime.
Christine's right. I did. The premium plays went undefeated last night. That happened. And hockey crushed. And the Dodgers murder.
Christine. No, not now. Don't feed Mark right now. I'll feed Mark. I'll feed Mark in the portion size he should get during this show.
Portion size. I got to go from 9 ounces down to 6 on the Wagyu.
You had too many portions last night, and you're paying for it.
It was like one of those situations where it was like $36 an ounce. And so I'm like, should I get like what I would usually order, or should I like tone it down a bit? But no, I just went for it.
Do you get any sauces with that?
No. Just going in
hard, raw dog.
Medium rare. Let me see the blood. Let's fucking go.
I like it. What'd you drink?
It was like this. It was like a bourbon cocktail with like elderflower.
God. How are you even like not on an IV right now?
Oh man,
bourbon, red meat, and dessert. Yeah, there you go.
This has water in it.
Okay, good.
Some water.
Love it, JB. Joe says he loves it. JB. That's short for JBC. Estimate a $400 running back who could definitely. I mean, I usually minimum one of these scrubs in the lineup, but I mean,
Mason Tipton is just so cheap that like, how do you play Estimate over Mason Tipton?
Yeah, he's so cheap.
And they're like consistently going to Tipton deep every game.
Yeah, I have a 5.5 on Tipton. Lucas Krull. The Denver has no tight ends. Lucas.
Oh, Krull, dude, I've got 7 on Tipton.
Yeah, I brought mine down to 5.5 just because.
Lucas Krull, I've got a ton. I've got him for like 4.
Yep.
To Tony Franklin for Denver. I think Dulcich was a healthy scratch last week, which is crazy to me because he seems talented, but whatever. Sean Payton's insane. A lot of these guys at the base could easily outscore fucking Cortland Sutton.
That's why I think if you have a high floor tonight, I think the advantage is having the 0 floor because it could be so weird.
Well, that's the thing, though. So many people are going to go 0 floor that you could go high floor. Like, you can play it both ways as with the game theory in terms of like, your mindset, and like playing Cortland Sutton when you know other people aren't going to certainly has some upside to it, but it's not what I'm going to do.
Polish Prince headed to Indians game tonight from Atlanta. Had to stop for fuel in Lexington. Have y'all been to Spearmint Rhino?
Everybody's been to Spearmint Rhino. It's 5 out of 10.
Here's what I will tell you: this.
You guys need to hit the Palomino.
You're safe there. There's some places you aren't safe in this town. You'll be safe there.
Yeah, I would imagine there's a lot of police presence at Spearmint Rhino.
It's just in an area of town where you won't get killed. There are some places that you could. You're welcome, Polish Prince. I agree with you, man. I agree with you. I don't think that.
Beaner's got some info.
Who?
Dulcich may play tonight. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll wait on that news.
Who is that?
Greg Dulcich
may play tonight.
Yeah,
they have 4 tight ends, right?
Right, but it would kill the other one, Franklin.
Yeah, we got Krull, you got Troutman, you got Dulcich, and you got Adkins. I think Dulcich does play.
If he does, it really will hurt Franklin.
Troy Franklin?
Yes.
Franklin's a wide receiver.
Not Troy Franklin. I'm being stupid.
Krull. Sorry. That's right.
Little Jordan revenge game.
Don't drink fracked water with the hill people. Yeah, just don't go east. Polish Prince. Just stay on the straight and narrow on 75. You'll be okay. Little Jordan revenge.
Jordan.
Well, I would say no, but he's got an apostrophe in his name. So
we do like the apostrophe names.
Yes.
That's typically a giveaway.
Yeah. Is there a scenario, and maybe I'm trying to megamind this too much, but is there a scenario where Alvin Kamara is not on the winning lineup?
Him getting injured.
Yeah. The Kendre Miller thing, it's like,
or if the Broncos just beat the dog shit out of them.
Mm-hmm. But But even on a Kamara terrible night of 12,
yeah, he could.
there ain't a lot of guys who are going to pass him.
He could be captain at 12.
He could be captain at 12, right?
So, like, I'm just gonna lock Kamara at captain, and if it sucks, it sucks. Whatever, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Yep. The other one I would lock at cat. I'll say this: Javonte Williams maybe as well.
He's been getting less and less touches, which is why McLaughlin's price is going up. I don't know. Maybe I'm a little jaded because my $5,000 league, I've got Javonte Williams, and he's been ass.
Jeffrey, yeah, I can't. I like the guts on Kamara lock captain. I think it's a very viable play. Bo Nix runs though.
Nix is the best utility play to me.
Yeah, he runs for 40 yards, 50 yards. He could run one in.
He could throw a pick six.
He could. John Vontae was a cuck, yes, and ass too. Well, that's why they've messed up price on Estime at $200. I think he's going to probably get more points than McLaughlin.
There's so many. This pricing is terrible, right? Today, they don't know these teams at all.
They don't know. They didn't know what to do tonight. I agree with that.
They don't know these teams at all.
No.
Like, why wouldn't you just jack Bub Means instead of Juwan? Anyway,
the Cortland Sutton, when he's not really the super primary CD Lamb ASB target.
They keep expecting him to be, but he keeps having. I mean, Russ was okay last year, but they played pretty safe on offense. They weren't they realized their O-line wasn't very good, and they didn't run a lot of deep balls. And other than that, Cortland Sutton's had pretty shit QB play the rest of his career. So it's like, yeah. I tend to not think that he's bad. I tend to think that it's just a product of his circumstances.
Well, and he's on the road. It's a hostile environment. It's really loud. Listen, New Orleans has a good coach. It's just a banged up team. They held the Eagles to 3 points at the half.
They're just hurt. You're right. They're just hurt.
It could also be a field goal contest. Yeah. I mean, I have the kickers at 8 and 9, respectively. I think Group A 8 and Will Lutz at 9.
Yeah. I'm not as heavy on the kickers just because I don't think there's going to be like a ton of scoring in general, which includes field goals.
I just don't see how the Denver defense, even on a short week, even when they played a lot last week, just New Orleans side is so banged up against a rookie quarterback.
It's sloppy.
You have to, man. It's going to be a $32,000 lineup.
Here's the thing. How do you like the kickers and the defenses better than Devon Vele and Bub Means? They're much better plays.
Yeah, I have Vele at 12. Sorry, excuse me. I have an 8 points, right?
Yeah. And dude, like I've got right now, just running it clean, like initially, I'm getting 45% Vele and 57% Means in utility.
Yeah, let me tell you.
So it's like almost locking one of them.
Yeah, I am getting 40% Vele, and I'm getting literally 2% Cortland Sutton.
And Westlake is completely right. Surtain's got the concussion, so that's a big loss on the outside. But, Olave is also not
Olave, no Shaheed. There's no Taysom Hill to do all the dirty work.
Yeah.
They've got no right guard. They've got no left guard. They're on their third center, which they just picked up, I believe, from the Jets off their practice squad. And they got a rookie quarterback.
The spread has moved from it opened at +2.5 for Denver. Now they're laying 3. Like, this is a clear. The Saints are kind of fucked.
Sorry, it's moved in Broncos' favor?
Yeah, 5.5 points.
Wow. Okay.
So, I mean, I'm definitely like heavily toward Denver as far as winning the game, but the Saints, Kamara's getting a lot of dumps. And if Kamara doesn't get a lot of dumps, they're not going to do anything.
Yeah. Unless they try something new with this Kendre Miller kid.
Right.
Double tight end night. Which side, Romy? I mean, double tight end from like two tight ends from either team.
I mean, Juwan Johnson's just so expensive.
Yeah, that they messed up Juwan Johnson. They messed up Cortland Sutton. They messed up Estime.
And Means and Vele.
Yep. Bub Means 64%. Bub Means at 4K.
He's the number one wide receiver.
Yep.
You're getting 4K on a number one wide receiver that's team scored 27 points last week.
Man, Bo Nix has to be on this lineup. I mean,
I like Bo Nix. But yeah, I mean, my strongest take is I do not see any logical reason not to just lock Kamara at captain. The odds that he has the highest gross score are like 50-60%.
And Mason Tipton, I have him, my friend, at 5.5 projection, and he's getting a lot of my lineups. Now, would I probably
Tipton's not getting slept on? I have like 40% Tipton. We've had him every game. I had him last game.
Yeah, well, let me tell you which projection is. On your question, someone asked the question about Kamara's captain ownerships. I would say it's probably close to about, I'd say it's over 40%.
Yeah. I would go low 40s.
Yeah, and Tipton,
So the only way to get over is to lock it.
Huh?
The only way to get leverage on Kamara at captain is to lock it.
Correct. I appreciate those aggressive builds, right? Matching the field sometimes I'm like, I'm wasting time because I'm just to have every lineup everyone else has, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you have to lock it. Well, then who let me see what Sutton's going to be, because maybe that's our leverage because people will actually play him. Yeah, I mean, he's in captain. He's probably going to. No, he's not. No, he's not. It's going to be.
If people don't play Kamara, they are playing Sutton, right?
No.
Really?
4% on projection, captain on Sutton.
No way.
You don't think so?
Just from people clicking and filling salary, I got to think that he's at least 10.
30% flex. So if you don't like him overall, you gain leverage by about a third of the field if you don't play him.
I've got him right now. Obviously, I'm 100% Kamara captain, so 0 captain. I've got him like mid-20s at flex.
Yeah.
Just because, like, listen, 10 could be enough today.
Yeah. And from the locking captain standpoint, that one pivot point where you have 150 lineups of one person, in that the problem is with no salary floor and any different combination of these cheap guys getting in the mix, you've got to lock a position.
Mm-hmm.
Not just being in the position, you have to lock him in the captain spot.
Yeah.
Or be 80%.
I'm just gonna lock it. And kind of like how I locked Taylor Pendrith today in golf. How you like that?
What, first round leader or just
no, just like in 150 lineups, Taylor Pendrith.
He's 10 under through 16, just let you know. Evil laughter. Man, we're doing well in golf today. Rico Hoey, Ben Silverman, Bud Cauley, Taylor Pendrith.
I need Eric Cole to get out of the shitter.
Who?
Eric Cole.
He sucks? Fuck you, Eric Cole.
Eric Cole, whenever I don't need him, is, fucking Scheffler. And whenever I do need him, he sucks.
Easiest course in America, built for putters, and Eric Cole shits the bed with a +2. Godless. Don't play Eric Cole on captain ever.
I hate Eric Cole.
Yes.
He's a terror.
Terrible Eric Cole. I was trying to think of the bit we were working on last week to carry it forward this week.
It's about you going to jail.
No, we don't talk about that. So lock Kamara into Capo.
Yes.
That's what JBC's doing. Very aggressive stance on it. I mean,
I don't think it's that aggressive.
No. Take a very aggressive stance on Kamara either way.
Right.
Because if you look at because this is every time you want gross scoring, but tonight
you want gross points.
Gun
similar to
head.
what happened the other day. You needed gross points with Garrett Wilson.
Yeah, you're right. I thought Breece Hall would outmatch him, but
he just didn't score. Breece Hall just didn't score.
Yeah, we're close.
Close. No, I mean, it could have gone either way.
Brandon McNair's on one today. Lock Philly into count.
Although I will say this, we talked last week about whether or not Knox would hit the board. If it was Knox over Zerline, that solos it.
Oh, I know what we were talking about. We were talking about Darren Waller.
And
how to incentivize him to get touchdowns.
Yeah. Throwing the pill.
Yeah. I don't typically go back and watch any of this, but I watched that because it was so funny. Yeah. All right. Which quarterback is better option tonight if Kamara is captain?
They're the same.
Yeah, I have Nick's a little higher because he seems to be, he has more games under his belt. He may do a little more with his feet, but certainly Spencer Rattler did enough last week. They pretty much do the same thing. 19 for 220, 1-1.
There's also slight correlation with a passing touchdown to Kamara with Rattler.
That would be great for you.
Yeah.
Pretty sure he's been shit on Thursdays. I have to look at the historical documents. Who? Alvin Kamara? Oh, there he is. B. McNair. He hates Thursdays. He's
got a case of the Thursdays.
Don't let them bully you out of it.
That's B. McNair actually thinking that matters is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
B. McNair, there you go. We'll have to dox you about your location. None of this matters.
What are all the restaurants he owns called, B. McNair? I can't remember.
Papa Murphy's.
Nice.
No, this double kicker, double defense.
If the quarterback's stuck, how are they going to get into field goal range?
Yeah. There's cheap enough guys to get them down the field. They both run it. But interceptions might negate the rushing upside. Yeah, I
don't think that New Orleans is going to be taking all these crazy risks on offense. They're with the line being that bad, they're not going to be throwing all these deep balls. I don't even know if he throws a pick.
I could definitely see Spencer Rattler throwing a pick to Denver.
Right, but I could see it, but I'm saying it's not like a lock because it's all going to be dick and dunk and bullshit.
Yep. My book has Vele over 8.5 yards, longest reception at plus 360.
Bang it.
Why not? Plus 360 seems good, Brent Golf. Oh, I saw a really good parlay this week or today, which is part of this week. It was in the Carolina game against the Commanders. 1 touchdown passing, 1 touchdown rushing, both teams in each half. Parlay with Vikings, Detroit, same bet. 1 rushing, 1 passing, both teams each half.
I like that. What do you get on it?
$75, paid $600,000.
Right.
Now,
it reminds me of my favorite soccer bet, which is both teams to score both halves in soccer.
And then parlay it with other games?
Yeah, you can parlay them together.
Sure.
Yeah, so it's a similar thing.
These viral parlays now, everyone bets them, and it puts so much exposure on the books
that they take the odds.
They have limited it and now shut it down, I think. But
you could pick another game.
Give it a rip. They won't. No, they don't even let you do it now. Any game.
I feel like the Chiefs 49ers game could also do that.
He did. That was the third one he did for 33 cents, paid $1.2 million or something like that.
Seahawks Falcons could do that.
Baltimore's playing, I forget who. On Monday Night Football, they could do it too.
Oh, the Bucks, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know about Jay Johnson, any of the lineups. I don't either. He's expensive.
Yeah, it's just like what kind of sample size do we have to go off of what New Orleans' offense is going to be here? Do we think they're going to go to the receivers? I don't know. Do we think they're going to go to the tight ends? I don't know. The person I know they're going to go to is Kamara.
Do we limit pass catchers? Not running backs. Like max to New Orleans.
They're too cheap. Like a guy could get 6 and be optimal.
Well, no, I'm fine with that, but I'm just saying, like, how could 3 New Orleans pass catchers and Kamara show up?
Well, think about the game on Monday. The optimal lineup would have been Knox, so you would have had Knox with 1 catch being optimal, like we spoke about, and then you had Ray Davis, who had gotten there completely on receiving almost. I mean, he had a good rushing game, but that bomb is what really did it.
I don't mind this, Brendan Clegg. I would swap Jamal Williams for Kendre Miller, but I don't mind that. They're just gonna check down.
Yeah, no, it's all like Kamara. They're just gonna feed him, and then when his leg hurts, they're gonna give it to Estime or Jamal.
Estime plays for Denver.
Say what?
Estime plays for Denver.
Oh, sorry. Is he another guy that used to play for fucking New Orleans?
No, Estime's a rookie.
Okay.
I forget where he's from. What college is he from? Guess.
Thinking West Coast.
Uh-huh.
UCLA.
I'm going to say Alcorn State. Notre Dame.
Notre Dame?
Notre Dame. Danny Walker and Joe. That's what I like. I like people who just step up and give us answers. That's the Discord bit, is to say any college that someone went to is always Alcorn State. Oh, Twig won last night. We were working with Twig all last night. Good job, Twig.
Everybody won on the bets too for fucking hockey, baby.
Can I get like 5 seconds of praise? And
no,
fuck me. Good job, Twig. Honestly, we were helping him build NHL rules in SaberSim. Good. Very good. I love seeing Run Pure Sports logos up in
hockey.
In hockey, but also in the sharp contests too, and the private contests. It's like even Griff one doesn't play.
You're talking about the Buddha Man? The Buddha Man.
Yes,
the Buddha Man.
Griff, Vip, Bryce. Bryce was 4th.
He was a little short.
Huh?
You only cashed the top 3, and Buddha Man said he was a little short.
Yes, a little short.
Just a little short. Sully told me that was his greatest achievement, was winning the Buddha Man hockey.
I'm 0 for 19. Buddha Man's contest has gotten out of control.
Yeah.
And Buddha Man, like Buddha Man's character on Twitter, you feel like it's a character. That is him. That is the
Have you met him?
Huh?
Have you met him?
I've never met him. I've talked to him offline a lot, and I think he works in an oil rig in Louisiana. I don't know, but
no, he lives in Kentucky.
No, he doesn't. No, he lives in Ohio.
In Kentucky.
He's an Ohio guy. He's a Columbus guy.
Okay.
I think. We're making shit up.
I saw a picture of him and I was like, okay, that makes sense. That's Buddha Man.
What are you talking about? What? Super bright and handsome?
Yeah, he's great. Listen, he's got a good look. I appreciate his look.
Denver got a lot of Saints. Thank you, Twig. I'm the man. Denver got a lot of Saints cast-offs. Peyton has some nonsense brewed up tonight. That's what I think, too.
100%.
Yeah.
But it's like trying to guess at what that is impossible.
Yeah. If I were to guess, it's going to be Estime and some Vele stuff.
There you go, Wiley. Soak it in.
Yep. 555. Get those 555 tickets for Election Day. $750K NHL contest. I think they're going to try to do $200K plus up top. That's a big contest for NHL.
So how do we think the election results affect the contest?
How do we think?
Like say whichever candidate wins Nevada, the Golden Knights might score or not based on that occurring?
No, I think you can play Kamala Harris at left wing. That's
Kamala
part of it.
Harris at left wing.
Yeah.
Kamala Harris at left wing.
Stone men. That'd be a great contest, and you get auto 20 points if she wins.
Dude, do you remember? It was
Is
like
it
during
woke to play
COVID, and
Kamala
they
Harris
did.
at left wing?
FanDuel did a contest for the debate between Bernie Sanders and Biden, where like if you got points when he said like China or like various things, because they were just like grasping at straws for content. Whoa, cool. Yes, they had a fantasy contest for the Democratic debate. I swear to fucking God, and it was fucking amazing. It was like you put the word China in it, Captain. Like like fracking was like cost like a bunch, like it was like all these things.
I love politics talk. All right. So we know our cheap guys. Who's your favorite cheap guy? Probably Estime.
Tipton. Or does he not count?
Sub 1K guy. I mean, real dirt.
Yeah, Estime is number one.
Yeah, I agree.
But Adam Troutman's good. If Dulcich doesn't play.
I think Dulcich is playing 100%.
Well, then Dulcich is pretty good too.
Yeah. Shout out to our guy, Lucas Krull. Sorry, Lucas. What school did Lucas Krull go to? There you go.
Maryland.
Alcorn State. Who's the first in the chat to get Lucas Krull's school? It's got to be some Big Ten school. Nebraska.
Well, I said Maryland. That's Big Ten.
Alcorn State. Fuck
no.
off. B. McNair. He didn't go there.
Florida and Pitt. Okay.
Nice. I should have known that, SEC.
Maryland's close to Pittsburgh.
Yeah, you won that one. Okay.
With a KZ instead of the
hey, Matt, there's no way Dan's oil, lube, and filter, lube, oil, and filter does not win tonight.
Yeah, Dan's lube, oil, and filter.
There should be a comment in that. It's not lube, oil, and filter.
Yeah, it's always oil, lube. Oil, lube. What'd you say?
That's hilarious. Do this every week, Matt. Please, every show. Your men's league volleyball.
Did we hit on Monday?
Yeah. Who won? Was it the Shopapa guys? Yes. On FanDuel, yes. You're going to keep coming up with a lot of
that. Yeah. I mean,
otherwise you're going to get.
Do you really like Cortland Sutton?
Yeah. Who won on Monday, Matt? It was someone Shopapa versus the towing company. I remember.
Oh, the towing company. I forgot about the towing company.
Yes. Thank you.
They like, you know what? They like trucking and fucking. At the towing company.
Hey, Guy Fieri.
I don't make fun of Guy Fieri. Guy Fieri's my guy.
His name's Guy Fieri from Columbus.
Are you a hater? Right. Are you a hater on Guy Fieri?
I'm a hater because he's a fraud.
You're a fraud.
I'm not a fraud.
Why are you hating on Guy Fieri? That's mean.
That's not his real name. He's not Italian. He's from freaking Mason, Ohio.
Well, his grandfather was named Fieri and was from Italy.
No, you're lying.
And they changed it like when they came over to like Ellis Island.
I've done years of study on this, and he frustrates me. I've got a whole wall devoted to Guy Fieri's fake life.
You're insulting my avatar.
Oh shit, I forgot about that. Never mind. I didn't connect that. Sorry. Now I get your point.
It's offensive. It's funny because when my wife used to work for a kitchen related company, she went to an event in New York, and the guy that actually does all of the cooking and all of the product management for Guy Fieri was like doing the seminar, and like he was the guy that did all the actual work. You can join this theory with me. Yes, Guy Fieri went to Alcorn State for sure. He's from Syria. No, that's Josh D. That's from Josh D.
All right. Let's
Guy
do
Fieri is the UNLV booster who stiffed the quarterback.
Right. Correct. All right. Snake draft brought to you by DraftKings. Snake draft. Rules of snake draft are I flip a coin. One of us goes first. Completely random in terms of who goes first. So the coin flip is 50-50. It will be a Canadian coin. First player picks one person to captain. And then next player picks two, and snake draft it goes. The rules of snake draft are only one, no dupes. So if I pick a player, you cannot, and vice versa. 1 second, Brian Crow.
Oh boy, is glowing.
Yeah. Oh boy, is glowing. Loonies are woke. Yes. My ladders are woke. Loonies are woke. I'm going to flip a loony. That's just for you, Exumian. Peptides. That's what it is, Brian Crawl. It's peptides. Now I'm totally distracted.
That's bullshit because I do peptides.
Rules of snake draft are no dupes and no mocking of picks. That includes no verbal mocking, no facial language, or laughing or smiling. Keith Stewart had to go off air on the golf show yesterday because he was laughing at my picks.
Who'd you pick? You didn't pick Taylor Pendrith. Are you stupid?
Possibly. I did pick Taylor Pendrith. In fact, I'll pull up my list. Exactly
Taylor Pendrith, -10 through 17.
Yeah. Here's what I picked. Here's my picks.
Fairway on 18. If he eagles, it's a 59.
I picked Taylor Pendrith, Bud Colley, and Daniel Berger. Maybe join our golf show on Wednesday. Thank you. God bless. Riley rubs his face with fracking water. Yes. No, I spent the morning at Spearmint Rhino. That's my face is glowing. I danced there.
Ladies' night.
Ladies' night. All right. Here we go. I'll flip a coin. You ready? Call in the air. It's a loony.
Heads.
It is tails. I will go first. I will pick Alvin Kamara first. Thank you.
Well, considering I'm locking Alvin Kamara at captain, I will pass.
You could pick Alvin Kamara.
Alvin Kamara.
Okay. Pick another one.
Wait. I get a second pick.
Okay. Yeah.
Alvin Kamara.
Okay. I'm going to say Javonte Williams, easy number 2. And I will say Bo Nix, easy number 3.
Alvin Kamara.
Nice. Hey, no one laughed at each other's picks. No one mocked. No dupes that I was aware of.
When is the mocking moratorium over?
Now.
I don't know. I don't mind. No, I would, if I was forced gun to my head, I would go with Bo Nix and Williams next.
I think you have to. Alvin Kamara. Bean Air hates this pick.
Do I know ball, Bean Air? My spreadsheet does. Fuckhead.
We'll see you in the chat, Bean Air. Is people mocking allowed? Yes, it's always allowed.
Oh, I got to do the hockey picks. Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me fire up. I'll do 3 hockey picks for the free crowd here.
Should we do a pick 6 hockey picks?
Pick 6 hockey picks. Okay, I'll pick 3 and you'll pick 3. Just spreads and totals.
Okay. Well, okay.
All right. We'll do the snake draft hockey picks. My first pick is Edmonton money line.
Okay.
They are -130 at DraftKings.
Okay. I'm just going through it right now. God,
At
Blackhawks,
Nashville.
Sharks. Sabres played last night. Capitals stink. I'm going to Stars money line on the road at the Capitals.
I like the Stars money line. What's your you get 2 now?
Oh, okay. Oh, I hate the Sens so much. Devils easy money line winner tonight over the Sens 5-2.
The Devils would have been my next pick. You're spot on.
There you go.
My next pick is Islanders money line at St. Louis.
Okay. Kings are a good team. Do they lose back-to-back in Canada? I don't know. Oh. Injuries for the Panthers. Canucks suck, though. You're not going to beat the Lightning at home. Lightning at home. I'll take the minus.
I like the
money.
Lightning at home. We're on the same page here.
Okay.
And then my last pick is the Kraken against Philly.
I like the Kraken. Solid team.
Philly is West Coast back-to-back.
There you go. There you go. Parlay those picks. Who's the first touchdown tonight?
First touchdown, Alvin Kamara.
I'll go Javonte Williams. Parlay those picks. Troy Franklin beat D Pope from the future.
If you want like a dicey pick for first touchdown, go with Bo Nix to run it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Hey, Broccoli. Here's why they look like shit, because they're playing my Leafs, who are an absolute wagon under Berube.
Well, that's the thing. The game before, they gave up 8 goals to Ottawa.
Back check, forecheck,
8-7, which was a crazy game.
Yeah. Franklin first. D Pope is from the future, man. He's saying Franklin first touchdown. What is your conviction on this, D Pope? Maybe we should bring him up on the show. We should bring a guest up on the show, just on camera.
Don't bring Beanair.
No, Beanair doesn't get it.
Foster plus 750 ATD.
Okay. Good. Yeah. Come on, join our team. Run Pure Sports.
Go Oilers.
Go Coilers. Oh my God, Beanair. Beanair is the most attractive person at RPS.
That's a lie.
Have you seen Beanair personally?
Yeah, Wiley's better looking than Beanair.
20 years older. Peptides. No red meat.
I do eat red meat occasionally, but the peptides, yeah. The Jennifer Aniston brand, yeah.
Hey, Exumian, is it woke to talk about Jennifer Aniston brand peptides? Supercut strength, exactly. Spend the morning at Spearmint Rhino dancing. Got to.
Yep. What's that? Flirty Girl Fitness, where they teach them how to do the pole dancing.
Yeah. Figure fatness.
Yeah.
I think we covered it all today.